Hey guys, sorry, I know it's been a while since I've did one of these channel messages, but I just woke up from an amazing nap and I had just got this channel message about regulating your nervous system. So this is gonna be for someone who feels on edge, I'm hearing, and Spirit is calling you to regulate your nervous system. This is going to be for people who are either a creator, a content creator, someone who is in the midst of even going to school, doing something different, specifically to make your life better in a financial way. There's something about, there's this little bit of spiritual gunk that's left off of the healing that you're going through, because, you know, our healing never ends. We're always learning something new about ourselves. So the little thing that's left to kind of get you guys to your final destination, because I see you guys in my mind's eye, like you guys are running this marathon and you guys are about to turn that corner where you're right there. You're about to be in the place that you want to be, making the money that you want to make. And it's like the one thing that is left off for you to really take off, or not take off, I take that back, to receive this abundance. The way that Spirit is showing it to me is like a vehicle. Your guy's body, your nervous system is, how can I put this? It's like your vessel, your vehicle is your vessel, and because your nervous system is out of whack, you're not able to receive. So you may ask, Denise, how can I do this? How can I regulate my nervous system? Because obviously we all want to receive. We all want more money. We want, more freedom, more stability. So you're trying to tell me that I'm the reason why I'm holding back from my blessings? I'm here to tell you yes. So how is Spirit gonna bless you if your vehicle doesn't have an oil change or doesn't have fresh windshield wiper fluid in it or has a flat tire? So Spirit is not going to bless you. Spirit cannot give at this moment because your nervous system is out of whack. There is this calmness in receiving. And I feel like for a lot of people, it's because you guys are so used to the hustle and bustle. I just heard you guys are so used to growing up with this mindset that everything has to be hard. For me to make good money, I have to literally work 3 jobs. I have to literally work to the bone. I have to be with no sleep. This society has taught us that that's how things are and that's how you become successful. But I'm here to tell you that it's a fucking lie. There's people out there who's literally like making so much money for just existing. And if I tell you that and it gets you triggered, that just shows that you're not healed. Because what is it about you that you don't believe that you deserve to live that sort of lifestyle or to live in that type of abundance? What do you hear? Do you hear your parents speaking from when you're a child? We can't afford that. We can't get that. We don't have the money. Oh, that's just for rich people. And for our minorities, a lot of times, honestly, guys, we grew up thinking, that's something that a certain race can only have. Or let's just be real, guys. This is something only white people get. You know what I mean? Like the white picket fence, that whole nice neighborhood. Like, oh, that's a white neighborhood. I could never live there, It's a lie. We've been taught to think that way because the mind is all and the all is mind. And that's going to be for another later video with Kabbalion, because that is just a whole other breakdown that I need to do in probably in a YouTube video, because there's just so much information. So I felt inclined to tell you guys if this is how you're feeling, if you're feeling a lot. I'm getting a lot of anxiety where when you guys are trying to rest in that receiving energy of just not doing anything, if that bothers you, that means you need to do it more. That means your nervous system isn't regulated. You feel the need, or it bothers you to just take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, or to do less of what you've been doing to get what you want. And it's funny because I've been wanting to do a video and I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about or what spirit wanted to channel me through, because it's kind of been a bit. I'm sorry, I've been really busy with life. I've been having these little synchronicities. I said, you know what, this is going to be it, because that's, I woke up from my nap and that was the first thing that I felt spirit channeling me. And I also was reminded, so I had a client the other day, and she was telling me when she came in, I speak to my clients, I ask them, hey, how are you doing? What are you feeling? What do you want to work on today on the body? What's been bothering you? And this woman tells me, everything hurts. Everything hurts, just fix me. She said it jokingly, but she was telling me, she was sharing with me how she doesn't understand how everything hurts her. So I'm working on her body, and by the end of the massage session, she shares with me, she says, no, I was giving her advice. I said, hey, so, for the next couple of days, just try taking it easy, do this and that. And she shared with me how, I know I need to take it easy. I know I do, but I don't. And I said to her, why not? And she goes, it's just something that's hard for me to do. I can't just sit there and do nothing. And I just started smiling at her and laughing. I was like, and I go, then I remember what it was. I told her, I said, have you ever taken an Epsom salt bath before? And she goes, thank you, Spirit, for reminding me, because I'm like, what were we talking about? And she goes, I can't do that. And I would go, why? And she's like, I can't just lay there and do nothing. I feel like I always have to do something. And I said, so that's why your body hurts. She goes, what? What do you mean? I said, you're telling me that you can't take 20 minutes for yourself to sit in a salt bath for you, to make you feel better. That's a problem. So I said all of that to say this. Regulate your nervous system. How, Denise? Take an Epsom salt bath. Take a nap. If you're one of those people, I used to feel guilty for taking naps. Now I'm like, I love taking naps. And if anyone has a problem with it, as long as I'm being a responsible adult and I can afford taking a nap, it's not like I'm napping all day and not going to work or anything like that. But on your free time, take a nap, relax, go sit outside, put your phone the fuck down. Go look at birds outside. You might find some interesting bugs you've never seen in your life and be like, damn, I didn't even know this fucking bug existed. It seems silly, but little things like that, the little joys of life, so that you're able to be calm, regulate your nervous system, and be in the receiving mode. Breath work. Let me tell you guys, when I say breath work has changed my life, and it's not a one-time session. This is very healing, especially for those of you who are not into, personally, I'm not into doing medicines, like ayahuasca and stuff like that. Hey, if that's your thing, awesome. I commend you for that, because I'm too scared to do it. And I find people to be so brave who are into doing that and putting themselves out there to really, that's something that you really are diving into. You need to heal something about you, and you are not allowing anything to hold you back. And it's just the shedding of the ego, I believe, when people are able to do this and be brave enough to just kind of dive in. I'm more of one day at a time, one thing at a time. But breath work is so healing. Definitely get into that. And meditating. You guys can honestly start off meditating yoga. 5-10 minutes a day. You can start off, and then little by little kind of gradually up it up a notch with the timing. But you don't have to do much, guys. It's not that hard. I think that we tend to allow life to get us so preoccupied and busy with things that are really not that important. I feel as though if you can make a plan and say, I'm going to do this one thing, and don't bombard yourself either. I got to do breath work. I got to do this. No. Start with one thing that you're interested in trying, like meditating. You can say, I'm going to meditate 10 times a day. I'm going to make sure at 2 o'clock, when I know I'm home, not working, not doing anything, the kids aren't here, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes. And little by little, up the time. But if you can dedicate yourselves that time for yourself, just like that, the things that you can do.